Welcome to Two Geeks and One Mic.
Alright,
Wow,
ladies and
really?
gentlemen,
Really?
I didn't know you were going to start recording right now.
Yeah,
Welcome.
well, that's what I did.
to episode 2.
Episode dos. Dos episodis.
I don't know what that means.
It's Spanish, Mark. You should learn Spanish.
It's Espanol.
Espanol.
I know
Latin.
Taco.
Wow.
Wait, Taco Bell.
Snap.
And Del Taco.
Snap.
Del Taco. So, what are we going to talk about this week?
I'm thinking let's talk about the end. I'm feeling we're at the beginning, so it's appropriate to talk about the end. Is there something coming up that references the end? Maybe the battle before the end?
I'm
Maybe-
thinking
Maybe
going biblical, maybe apocalypse.
something apocalyptic?
Yeah.
Something about some four horsemen?
X-Men?
Star Trek! Exactly! X-Men Apocalypse.
X-Men apocalypse.
I'm just going to say this right now. Long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Apocalypse flew an X-Wing and destroyed a planet.
What?
What?
Where are you going with
The
that?
actor who plays Apocalypse
Yeah.
is
Who is
also the actor who plays Poe Dameron.
Yeah, I know.
So a long time. You know what,
Oh,
dude?
really?
If you can't keep up,
See, I didn't know that. But
yeah,
the
Oscar
one thing
Isaac.
I've noticed about the new Apocalypse is he looks really dumb.
Oscar
People were
Isaac was
comparing
also
him-
in Sucker Punch.
People were comparing his
By the
look
way.
to the original, or to the,
He was in Sucker Punch.
was the bad guy from the first Power Rangers movie, and
What?
he looks a lot better. It is really awful.
No, I
They
have
could have
not.
done a much better job.
I've not actually seen Sucker Punch.
You've not seen Sucker
I have
Punch?
not seen Sucker Punch.
Oh, your assignment.
I heard there was some tremendous eye candy.
Oh, it's eye candy galore.
Eye candy. It's like an eye candy buffet.
And it will kind of screw your head up a little bit. The end of it. Oh, okay, so I'm going to blow your mind. Before we get into Apocalypse, I'm going to blow your mind.
Blow my mind.
Last week we were talking about Wolverine, correct?
Wolverine.
Yeah.
And how they're in talks of incorporating him into the Avengers.
Right.
Now,
Because he and Cap they're tight.
right, okay, so in Old Man Logan comics, okay, Wolverine's buddy is Hawkeye,
Okay.
right? Who is the rival family that Wolverine and his family are going up against?
And you talking about in the comic?
Yes. Hulk and his inbred brood.
No shit.
Yes. So, how are they
okay.
going to do that? How are they going to do Old Man Logan without introducing him to
Dude,
Hawkeye
the-
and Hulk?
Dude, the beautiful thing about Wolverine. Here's the beautiful thing about
Come
Wolverine.
full circle with it, baby.
Here's the
full
beautiful thing about
circle.
Wolverine.
I just blew your mind.
He's been everywhere, and he's done everything
I know that. I told
And
you that.
everyone.
and everyone.
Yes.
So the thing is,
And-
here's how
And
they
if you
can
want
do
to,
it.
if you want to get back to the comics, Wolverine's first appearance was fighting the Hulk.
It's true.
That was the first time we saw Wolverine.
Which, I mean, let's talk about this. Is pretty badass.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Wolverine. They're like, hey, here's this character. What should we have him do first? I know. Let's have him fight the Hulk. Sweet.
Let's send him as a mercenary to take out the Hulk.
And almost die, but not quite fail at
Well,
the same time.
they both almost killed each other. I mean, the more damage Hulk took, the more pissed off he got. And Wolverine, well, we know you can't kill him.
Yeah. Well, you can try.
You can try. You're going to get hurt in the process.
You know, sometimes I feel bad for Deadpool. He's got Wolverine's powers, but no adamantium skeleton.
Oh,
So-
silence the phones.
God
Frank.
damn
Oh.
it.
That was
Mark.
God damn it.
That was my farts,
Mark.
guys. Come on, they're very musical.
God.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
now
that
he's going
guy.
to take a call.
I'm that guy.
He's go-
It's an important person that
It's an important person.
usually only calls me if they need something.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
We'll continue on.
Well, let's do this. Here, let's talk for a second about Apocalypse then.
Okay.
Because I'm very much looking forward to it.
I am too.
But I'm afraid that it's going to be an Avengers 2 where the production team is not necessarily going to have the experience with coordinating a script and screenplay with so many major actor characters. And
Well, Bryan
I
Singer's
feel
been
like,
doing it with all of the X-Men for... This will be number 4 for him.
let's talk about what a great job Bryan Singer's doing with the X-Men franchise.
I think he's doing okay.
You think he's doing okay?
Yeah.
You're down with how he's treated the X-Men in the cinematic universe.
Oh yeah, dude. He did number 1. He did X2 United. He was not in X3.
Which is his saving grace.
Yes.
But X2, I was not a fan of X2.
But then he also did Days of Futures Past.
Days of Future Past was good.
Yeah.
What I liked about Days of Future Past was it sort of just kind of nuked all the
Everything.
other BS.
Yeah.
And I love that.
It was a way to rewrite everything.
I'm a huge fan of rebooting a series by using the time travel mechanism.
Yeah.
I love that.
The space-time
Let's face
continuum.
it, X-Men 3, they fucked up.
Oh,
everything.
X3 was
Everyone
retarded.
Hey,
else.
here's Cyclops. He's a main character. Let's kill him in the first 10
Jean
minutes.
Grey, Professor Xavier. They never really
Let's-
explained about Professor Xavier. He was all of a sudden just back to life.
Well, that's
what I
because
didn't fucking get.
he did what Wolverine did in Days of Future
Yeah,
Past. And
jumped into someone else's
He
head.
transferred his
Which
mental.
I guess they were
But
trying to
they-
like set
they
up
was
for
still
that, but they
Patrick
didn't
Stewart, that's what I
specify
didn't
that.
get.
Yeah.
They kind of set it up that he was going to be. But I was like,
Yeah.
are they going to put a different actor in there playing him
No.
now? Is Patrick Stewart out?
Stewart or McAvoy? These timelines are so confusing.
Yeah.
So, is there one movie that Hugh Jackman hasn't been in at all?
Is there an X-Men
Well,
movie that
he
Hugh
did
Jackman
a
is not?
cameo in.
Yeah, he did that cameo.
In
so
First
he's been in-
Class.
He's been in all of them, hasn't he?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he holds the record for appearing in the most movies as the same character.
What about Tony Stark and Iron Man?
Wolverine
I
still
don't
hasn't
think he
beat.
had quite as many movies.
Tony
Just
Stark.
about.
Tony Stark has 5.
And
Now
so we're
6
No, six
Six,
including Captain
yeah.
America.
because Captain America.
And let's talk about
Civil War.
Wolverine has. First off, he's got his own two movies.
Wolverine has his own 2 movies, and then he was
Third-
in
X1,
X1,
2,
2,
and
3, cameo in First Class, and then
Days of Futures
Past.
Past. So
At
that's
least
7
one.
right there.
That's one at least more.
Is that 7? Okay.
And I know there's more.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
they're doing the
and
next
they-
one.
Yeah, he's going to be in
See,
Apocalypse.
And if they
Yeah, that's
actually
right.
manage to pull off an Avengers appearance,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
that would be cool, but they're going to have to replace Hugh Jackman eventually. He's getting too old to be
Well,
Wolverine.
what's going to happen?
well, that's why they're
is
doing the Old Man Logan.
after they do the Old Man
Yeah.
Logan, they're
They're
in
gonna
talks.
reboot it or something?
Oh, because I saw something. Are you going to sit down? Make me nervous standing behind me, Mark.
I'm trying not to make noise with the squeak floor.
No, he's
Your name is the anal stuntman.
he's the receiving end though.
I actually
Oh.
realized what I
He's
am.
a receiver.
Oh, you're the
question
catcher.
man.
He's a
I'm
catcher.
the question man because
So he's the bottom.
I realized, at least in this particular episode, I'm like the whatever, like Commander Riker when you had to explain the scientific shit to him. He's like, "What? Say it in English." I'm the say it in English guy in this episode because you guys are talking comic book X-Men and stuff, and I don't know any of that shit. So I'm like, when you're talking Wolverine and you're saying his first appearance, I don't know any of that.
You didn't know his first appearance was
No.
in Hulk?
I'm the question guy in this.
Oh.
I'm telling you, I am the dumb guy.
No,
that
he's
you have to
the.
explain
You know,
it to.
there's the mechanism in movies.
Yes.
Where you got the guy who asks the stupid questions.
So the
What's gonna happen
so the
if we
audience-
expose the
audience
What
doesn't
happens?
know.
turtle?
What happens if I push the red button that says "nuke the world"?
Exactly.
Okay.
And then the main character can come in and be like, "You dumbass, that means
Yeah.
you nuked the world."
You
And they're
just
not
nuked
actually
the world.
catering to the people who know what they're talking about. They're catering
To the
to the
majority.
dumbasses in the audience
Well,
who are
The
like,
majority of people in the
"Yeah,
audience
I
that
wonder
don't
what
know.
happens if they push the button."
Oh, but okay. So getting back to it, I heard that at the end of Apocalypse, there is a little Easter egg pointing towards Mr. Sinister.
Is this a theory or is this?
No. This
I've
is in the
heard
movie.
something about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is in the movie. That there is an Easter egg that
El
points
Sinestro.
to Mr. Sinister.
Which is another reason why it was stupid they killed Cyclops, because Cyclops was like the only one that could fucking nail Sinister.
No, nobody can nail Sinister.
Cyclops could.
I thought there was something. Well, at least
No,
in the cartoon.
Cyclops.
The cartoon, there was something about that, but I don't never got in the comic books.
His
Yeah.
high
Sinister-
intensity eye laser beams was the only thing that could damage Sinister. That they knew of.
Dude,
Maybe
Sinister,
Havoc.
Apocalypse couldn't even damage Sinister. Apocalypse.
Well, okay, well, it depends on what storyline they're
Okay, so now, you not knowing anything about comics, Mark, we will shed the light on who Sinister is.
I understand a little bit because I remember the '90s cartoon, but yes.
doing.
Well, Mr. Sinister was actually the one who created Gambit.
Yes.
He created Psylocke, I believe, was part of Sinister.
That seems familiar from the cartoon.
Let me fact check that.
Yeah, fact check it. I'm not entirely sure. But all in all, Sinister is a bad.
Dude, he's a bad mamma jamma.
He's evil. And so, but anyway, there is an Easter egg that points towards Sinister, which could work because Channing Tatum in Gambit, he's doing a Gambit
I'm
movie.
not looking forward to Channing Tatum. He cannot
I'm
act
not.
worth shit.
I'm not
Yeah.
either, man. I'm not looking forward to it.
I don't get why the appeal is Channing. Well, we can go off
The
on a
appeal
tangent
of
on
Channing Tatum is Magic Mike. They want to get panties
but
wet.
here's my thing.
That's it.
There are plenty of male actors in Hollywood that are buff and big and can actually act and are pretty boys. He cannot act worth shit. I don't understand the appeal of the guy whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know. Whatever.
I am
stopped going to
currently
these
looking
movies.
on the Wikipedia on Psylocke, and I'm seeing no mention of Sinister.
No mention. It's okay. So
Now,
who am I thinking?
If our listeners can
Is it-
clarify for us,
Was it
Yeah,
how
the
about-
Dark?
how
Was it
how about you pull up Sinister?
the Dark
and see?
Phoenix Force? Is that was Sinister part? I don't know.
I thought that was a different organization.
Yeah, I thought that was completely different.
No, Dark Phoenix. That was Colossus was part of Dark Phoenix. Cyclops was,
Well, yeah.
or the Phoenix Force, I think is what it was called. But anyway, I digress.
You know what I think is funny is his name is Mr. Sinister.
Mr.
It's like he's
Sinister.
a gentleman. A
Yeah.
gentlemanly.
We just kind of have that, what was that? What's that
The
little,
beret.
the little thing underneath his chin that makes it look like a little...
A soul
what do they call it?
patch?
Yeah, a soul patch.
No, it's an inverted soul patch. It looks like a goatee according to
Oh,
this.
that's right. It's upside down, huh?
It's
Yeah.
an invert.
It's like an upside down triangle.
It's a patch of someone's soul.
Or-
Ooh.
Abilities:
Right
Master
side.
Manipulator and Planner. Superhuman strength and durability, genius level intellect, regenerative healing factor, telepathy, molecular manipulation, shapeshifting, virtual immunity to injury, energy projection via telekinesis, teleportation via tesseract headquarters, prolonged longevity. Oh my god!
Is there any power he doesn't have?
He's a bad dude.
Dude, he's like almost overpowered.
He's almost, you can't even touch him.
He's a scientific genius with expertise in the fields of biology and genetics,
That's why
cloning,
you
physics,
call
and
it Mister.
engineering.
Okay,
Master
So-
manipulator.
getting back to Apocalypse, there is Easter eggs that point towards Sinister as being in possibly the next movie. I don't know. Oh, here's another thing too is I
It
think
says
they're
here-
also pointing towards Hugh Jackman retiring as Wolverine and then bringing in X-23 to take over as the Wolverine.
So
You know who X-23 is? X-23 is a female clone of Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, she has
That's
she
what I
has
figured
3
about Brian
claws.
Singer talking about the female Wolverine movie.
Yeah, she has 3 claws. Okay, 2 of them are in her hand, and 1 of them is in her foot.
That just sounds really lame.
No. You could
Dude,
do some
X-23
serious
is-
damage
she's
with
a bad
X-23.
bitch.
So,
So
yeah,
she doesn't have the 3 claws in each hand like Wolverine. She's just got
she has 2.
one. Okay, so
She
the
has
other
2 in
has
one
none.
hand, 2 in another,
Oh, okay.
and then 1
Gotcha.
in one foot, 1 in the other foot.
Okay, so she's still got 6
She
claws.
still has 3 claws. Now, this is what I don't understand is why don't they bring in Wolverine's actual son?
Wolverine has a son?
I'm talking to you.
I'm reading up on Sinister right now. Apparently,
Follow the
they can't.
conversation.
Apparently, you
Okay,
cannot
so-
have an apocalypse movie without Sinister because Sinister and his group, the Marauders,
Yes,
are the
Marauders,
ones who
thank you.
woke up Apocalypse in the first place.
Really?
Yeah.
I
The
do
group you
seem to
originally-
remember...
So they kidnapped homeless and neglected people off the streets of London and used them as test subjects. Essex ordered the Marauders to awaken the immortal Egyptian mutant in Sabanur, who would become known as Apocalypse. So the group, the Marauders, of which Sinister came to lead, is responsible for waking Apocalypse up from his long sleep.
I'm so out of touch with my comics. It's been a while since I've read anything about Sinister, but but the Easter egg is an actual blood vial of Wolverine's
Right.
that has the S for
For
Sinister,
Sinister, okay.
on it. So yeah, there's
Well, that would make sense. I mean, Wolverine is like almost a nuke in the X-Men universe.
pretty much.
I mean, you want something?
Isn't it
fucked.
funny how everybody wants his healing ability? Everybody wants it.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't. Yeah, it was bad. Well, one of them.
Well,
badass.
that was how Deadpool got his ability. They kind of changed it in the movie
Mm-hmm.
because I think they had to. I think that was a copyright issue.
Yeah.
No,
Although they did
not
show
necessarily
Hugh Jackman.
because Hugh Jackman gave him, permission to do the movie.
I'm saying the production company wouldn't.
Yeah, because they couldn't use actual. They might be able to use Hugh Jackman, but they can't use Wolverine.
Yeah.
That was why I
Wasn't it
was
Fox
sure.
that did Deadpool? I thought it was distributed by Fox. Check it
Uh-huh.
out.
I could check it.
I heard
I
there
could
were
check
a
it
lot
out.
of
I could check it out.
copyright issues, and
Check
that's why they
it
couldn't
out.
actually include Wolverine. But I did like his references to Hugh Jackman that he made.
Oh,
Shit.
one thing I loved about Deadpool was his reference to the non-Deadpool Deadpool that was in
Oh
X-Men
my
Origins
Yes.
Wolverine.
god.
Oh, that was so
stupid toy.
funny. Yes, he had that toy just laying there. One of my biggest regrets, and then it pans to that toy. Oh man.
Such a good movie.
I loved how they even made fun of the Green Lantern at the beginning. Like,
Oh yeah.
Don't make the suit animated.
Yeah. No spandex.
You know, I will have to say this. I know we're kind
the
of getting
suit
off
was
on a tangent
animated though
here.
because his eyes were animated. So
I will get off
Oh,
on
yeah.
a tangent here. Deadpool,
Tangent away.
because I'm jumping into the controversy that's currently going on here in Utah.
Which is?
So Broovies
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Broovies,
Yes.
yes.
They played
serving
the movie,
alcohol during
and the
playing an R-rated
DABC
movie.
was like they performed sexual acts in the movie, and that's a violation of our moral standards
Okay.
here in Utah.
I don't want
to get caught up in the controversy. What I wanted to do is comment on Ryan Reynolds' response.
Oh,
to
did
this
he
this was his
respond to
alleged
it?
response.
Not only did he
they
respond,
never actually said that it was someone using his name or someone using a name about him or something.
No.
They never proved it was him as far as I
he
heard.
tweeted from his official Twitter, said, "Oh, good. I'm glad they found a way to
Censor my
legislate
movie.
fun, right?
Ah.
Being satirical," and then followed up with a $5,000 donation to Broovies to file a lawsuit against the state of Utah.
Okay. This is... Alright, I know you don't want to get caught up in the controversy, but this is what I don't understand. Okay, it's illegal for them to serve alcohol during an R-rated movie that has and shows what?
Well, because
one clippet of
The
anal
bars
penetration.
can't. The bars in Utah
But
can't have full nudity
strip
and
clubs-
alcohol.
Strip club, no.
No.
Well, not while serving alcohol, but
If you
American
go-
Bush is full nudity.
But they don't serve.
They don't
alcohol.
serve alcohol.
Exactly. That's
Okay,
where
so-
it comes in.
But you can get lap dances down at Northern and Southern and trails down in Salt Lake.
You cannot get a lap dance at Southern.
Josh knows this from plenty of experience.
Is it Southern or Northern?
Southern
Northern
experience.
doesn't exist anymore. I know
Northern
that.
doesn't. No, both of them are Southern now. They're owned by, but I think they're owned by two different people.
Okay.
I don't know.
But you can get lap dances there.
I wouldn't know. Not the one in Sandy.
No, the one in Salt Lake.
The one up in Salt Lake.
I honestly,
I've never been to that one.
And trails, I think.
I've never
I'm
been
not
to
really a
Trails.
strip
the other
club
one.
guy, so
Well, it's been a while since I.
Either way.
Anyways.
I think it's badass
So-
that Ryan Reynolds jumped in and did that.
I did too.
made
But
me
last I
happy.
heard, it was still they weren't sure.
Oh yeah, Utah responded back by saying we have a right to protect the moral welfare of our citizens.
Yes.
Look, people
Well, he
are
has a
in
right
watching
as a
an
citizen
R-rated
of
movie.
America.
Okay, people are watching
Donate
an
to the
R-rated
Wild
movie,
Ones.
right?
You know,
They're watching an R-rated movie. They're getting a beverage. They're getting an alcoholic beverage. Who the hell is trying to save morality for the people that are in there doing that?
oh, dude, they did it on purpose.
Here's the thing. Utah, DBC, or ABC, or whatever the hell you are. Leave us the fuck alone! Please!
I think we hit a nerve with Logan. I think
It drives
I do
me
too.
batty,
You're
man.
passionate about this subject.
So the one thing I wanted to talk about before our time is up is more X-Men. So
I can't.
I agree with you.
I
know, but
it
here's the
drives
thing.
me nuts.
Here's the thing, though.
It does
Old Man
me too.
Logan is going to be rated R.
I know.
Yes, that's
so
what
then
If
they
they
what?
want.
play that at Ruby's, is
That's
that going to be a
exactly-
problem?
Well, who knows if there's going to be is it going to be rated R because of sexual acts or because of violence?
I think it's
Well,
going to be
even
rated R
then,
because of violence.
even if
but-
it was
Me
rated
too.
R because of
But
violence.
I do hope there's nudity. Female nudity. Female nudity.
Yeah, all right.
Of course.
Mr. Ass-tastic.
Haven't they already shown Wolverine's ass?
Yes.
Numerous times.
Yeah, I
and it
thought
was
so.
glorious every time. I mean, what?
Hugh Jackman, how do you
Not as
do
glorious
that
as your
sexy
face,
ass?
though.
Well, you know.
No, I think Hugh Jackman's ass is a lot more glorious.
Hugh
than
Jackman's
any of our
ass
faces.
versus my face. I would like to see the comments. Okay, you guys listening, audience listening at home, what's better, my face or Hugh Jackman's ass? Thank you. Please have a fantastic.
Anyone
evening.
who goes with Josh's face is clearly not seeing Hugh Jackman's ass. I thought he was bisexual, or gay, or anything.
Wait, are we talking Hugh Jackman's ass in X1 or Hugh Jackman's ass in X-Men Origins?
Well, are we
Wolverine?
talking my face when I was
Because
12?
there's
How about-
clearly a difference
How about
between Hugh
his,
Jackman
didn't it show his ass
in
in the
both movies.
last movie?
Um,
United, was that the last movie? I'm pretty sure when he was sitting there going to that chick and those guys came in, he was trying to get dressed.
dude, that was Days of Futures Past.
Days of Future Past. Okay, I'm sorry.
United?
I'm sorry, whatever.
That's X2.
I can't keep track of
was
all
like
the
12
fucking
years ago,
movies.
buddy.
Such a noob.
Jesus. All right.
See what we have to deal with? This is what we have to work with, people!
Yeah.
So,
This
Apocalypse
is
predictions. How are they going to beat Apocalypse? Are they going to stay true to the comic, or are they going to variate?
Well, there is no beating Apocalypse.
Yeah, he kind of just.
He just-
what,
he
what
just
do you
goes
think?
away.
his
What do you
plot.
think the
They're
resolution
stopping his plot, and
to
then he
the
just
movie
goes
is
away
going
for
to
a
be?
while.
To be honest, I think possibly they intune him again. Now, Sophie Turner playing Jean Grey, awesome, amazing. You know, I love her, and I love her in Game of Thrones.
Well, in the
And in
comic,
Game of Thrones,
Who is she in Game of Thrones?
who is she in Game of Thrones? She is Sansa Stark. She's one of the main characters.
Sansa, you're a stupid
See, I don't
bitch.
know the actress, and I don't know Game of Thrones, so she's not the
Here-
chick
here's
from
Again,
Terminator.
see what I have to
think
work
they're
with
gonna
here,
do.
people!
Here's what I think they're gonna do.
Hey,
This is a 2 Geeks 1 Mic podcast, and I'm the only geek that has seen Game of Thrones. A pox on both of you!
Oh my God, Mark!
I told you I'm the
me,
dumb guy in this episode.
Game of Thrones marathon.
You have to.
Okay, so here's what I think is going to happen in Apocalypse.
Oh, wait, okay, so getting back to...
Here's what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
Okay, you've got Jean Grey, who's
Sophie Turner.
we've begun awakening her Phoenix powers in
Yes.
previous encounters.
Well,
But this is a
this
much
is
younger.
no.
This
no.
is way previous
This
to that.
this is Jean
Timeline
Grey young.
previous, right?
Okay, this is before she taps
Before
into.
she could control her
no,
powers.
this is before she taps into her powers
Oh,
of
is
the
it?
Phoenix Force.
They're not
yes.
going to say that she was
No.
uncontrollably using her powers in this
No.
timeline. Okay. Okay.
This is before.
Still,
because
she is
Professor
still a powerful
because
telepath.
Professor X unlocks that.
Here's the thing. She's still a powerful telepath.
Yes.
We've got Professor X. We got Jean Grey.
Yes.
We got Psylocke.
Psylocke is one of the horsemen,
And at first,
but does she turn good?
I think she does.
I
I
think she
think
turns good.
in the trailer they've got 3 of the most
It does
powerful
make her look like one
telepaths
of the guys
in
in
the
the
Marvel
trailer.
universe.
The trailers.
Okay, I think
In the trailer, okay,
those telepaths are going to unite
they have
their powers combined
Professor X.
to create.
They have Professor X.
Right.
They have Jean Grey.
Right,
Psylocke isn't as powerful as everybody thinks she is,
dude, she's badass though.
but she's not.
But
as
the rest of
powerful.
them don't project like swords on their hands where she does.
No, she does,
It's
but
pretty fucking cool.
she's not as powerful as Jean Grey or Professor Xavier.
No, but she's one of the most powerful telepaths in the Marvel universe. She's
No,
on the top 10
she's
list.
not. No, she's not. Look it up. Show me. Show me. You know who's
Well-
more powerful than her? The white. What's her face?
Oh, the white Snoke something queen. The chick that was played by
The chick that was in
Mad Men.
original, or the First Class.
Yeah, what was her, I can't
What's her
remember
name?
the actress's name.
I can't remember her name. I can't even
Something
remember the
with
character's
something
name.
Queen or Snoke White Queen. I forgot
Oh,
what her name is, too. I can't even remember
What's
the
her
actress's name all of a sudden. Big hooter blonde chick.
That's yeah. She's a powerful telepath.
Yeah. But is she in Apocalypse?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah.
But you're saying that Psylocke is one of the top 10 in
I'm
the
saying
Marvel
she's on the
universe.
list, yes.
No, she's not.
Okay,
Pulling the
then
shit out.
I don't know about
Hold
that,
up.
but I know in the movie she's probably one of the top 10 because she's probably the only top
Considering
10
that there's
there.
only
Yeah.
10. Yeah, okay, I can go with that. Now, how they stop
Argument solved.
Apocalypse, I believe that Jean Grey, Sophie Turner, taps into her Phoenix Force and entombs him. That's my
I said Marvel.
Well,
That's
if
my
you go with
prediction.
that, then that would change the other timeline where she starts getting into it in the third X-Men movie where she...
that's been wiped clean.
Well, but still...
No, but still, it's been wiped clean.
It was wiped
Days
clean.
of
Well,
Futures
okay,
Past,
I guess
wiped
it
it
could
clean.
have been...
Wiped it clean.
Because technically
Mark,
Days of Future
wipe
Past...
your head. Wipe your
I
head
don't
clean of previous
Oh,
X-Men movies.
I would like to
Shit.
see that movie
Emma
rebooted
Frost,
now.
by
Emma
the way.
Frost.
Emma
Thank you.
Frost. I knew it was something
Yes.
with like coldness.
Yeah. Emma Frost.
Here's the other thing too. Do you think they're gonna pull in Doctor Strange tie-in somewhere?
I
Doctor
don't
Strange
think so, 'cause
tie-in is
Doctor
going to be in
Strange is-
Avengers.
Yeah, he's Avengers. He's that.
He's gonna be
Disney.
He's part of the
Alright.
the Avengers Infinity Gauntlet MCU.
Yeah, that's what I
Apparently,
bring him
Psylocke, being one of the most powerful telepaths, is a subject of debate on the internet. But she is a subject of debate as to who is.
Well, as far as hottest chicks in the movie, I'm gonna give her
Oh,
a-
Olivia
definitely-
Munn. Yeah, she gets
Duh.
she gets a low 5 from me,
Easy.
dog.
A low 1, a high 1.
Ooh.
All right, so
Telepath
Apocalypse.
21.
And he did.
Ooh, give her a 21, dog.
You can't see it, listeners.
What?
We're being incredibly crass and crude and foul.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so predictions
The way
on
I
Apocalypse.
like it.
21 involves a stinky
Mark,
pinky. But
are you-
anyway,
Mark, are you gonna say that Apocalypse is good or bad? Go.
As far as
The whole movie, just the movie in general. When you go watch it, are you gonna come out
It's
of the
so
movie
hard
and
to
go?
tell,
are you
because
going to
it's
come
a
out
great
going,
movie?
oh, that was awesome?
I think Bryan Singer redeemed himself with the last X-Men movie, but before that, I I'm not a fan of Bryan Singer's X-Men.
See that,
movies
and that
at
was
all.
the discussion we had.
You didn't
previous
like
to
the first
recording.
and the second one?
I know the first one was okay as a movie, but as far as X-Men went, no, it was not X-Men.
So Apocalypse.
I think it's gonna be. I think he's gotten the hint. The fans want him to stick closer to the comic book stories and not just go so far off and do his own thing because he's not a comic book fan. He said that when he did the first movies. He did. I don't even know if he read them at all to even going up on it or whatever. But I think it will be a little bit better. Yes, I do. I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be definitely a big hit at the box office.
On a
But
scale 1 to 5 stars, 5 being the best.
No, we don't do stars. We do geekgasms.
Oh,
How many
geekgasms.
geekgasms?
We do buckets of geekgasm.
How many buckets is the top here?
5, 1 to 5.
5 buckets of geekgasms?
Yes, 5 buckets.
You're gonna
of
give it
geekgasm.
5 buckets, or
No,
you
no, no,
just,
no.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying that's how many.
He's
Okay,
just
then.
laughing at. That's our
Yes.
rating. That's our
Okay,
way to rate.
I'm going to give it like 2.5. But we'll see how I rate it after I see the movie.
2.5 buckets of geekgasm.
That's how many I'm giving it right now.
Logan.
It might be okay. It's gonna be okay at least. I'm saying.
I'm gonna have to say. Now, going in and watching it as a comic book fan, as a comic book reader,
Yes.
I may be a little more judgmental about it. But putting comic to movie blows my mind every time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to say at least a 4.
4.
Yeah. Now this
So-
is pre-movie. This is
Yeah.
pre-watch. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
call it
Well,
4.
this is the predictions.
After.
Yeah, and then after
I'm
we watch
also-
it, then we'll come in and we'll,
I'm also
we'll give our
predicting a
honest.
4. I think it's going to be good. I think we're going to go in and it's going to have some really great action sequences. I think it's going to have some really great CGI. I think it's just. I think it's going to be a good movie.
Dude, Magneto looks just unstoppable. In
Yeah.
this thing.
I don't think it's going to be like mind-blowingly awesome. I don't think it's going to be the anthem of a generation by any means.
No.
But I definitely think it's going to be a great movie, and I think people are really going to enjoy it.
I do too. I agree.
I'm going in
All
with my hopes not set too high. I don't want to.
Well, obviously,
I don't want
Mr.
my heart
2.5.
broken.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Remember, 2 Geeks, 1 Mic happens because you guys listen. So keep listening,
And share.
subscribe,
And share.
and share.
And please comment because we really
And
want to
comment.
know what is liked and what is not liked.
And
Yeah.
share.
Tell us what you think. Tell us.
And
It doesn't mean
share.
to listen, but we want to know what you think.
Yeah, don't
And
listen.
share.
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 Share.